welcome back. Today we're doing a everyday makeup tutorial with this look using Blue Cosmetics and a heap of other different products. Really hope you enjoy this video. If you do, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and hit the subscribe, and also turn the notifications on if you want to be notified when I post, which hasn't been very regularly, but I'm going to try and do a few videos and get them up a little bit more regular. So without me keep talking and dragging on, let's jump straight into the video. So to start off with, I have already moisturised and put some primer on using the Sukin moisturiser and eye cream. So then we're going to go in with our foundation. Oh, something's in my eye. So to start off with, we are using Revlon Colour Stay in number 250, which is Fresh Beige. It is normal / dry. My skin is quite dry at the moment, so I'm just going to pop a little bit on the back of my hand and apply that on my face with this little kabuki brush that I have, which will be coming to Blue Cosmetics soon. So I just want to chat to you actually about what's happening. So I'm not sure if you know, but I have started my own makeup line, which is called Blue Cosmetics, and you can find it on Instagram or Facebook. I'll leave all the links below, even the website. So yeah, it's my own range that I have started. I'm really excited, I really love it. At the moment I have an eyeshadow palette out and some lipsticks. There's also at the moment a 25% off, so you can go and jump on and buy some cheap good quality products at the moment if you want to. So I've got some lipsticks and an eyeshadow palette which I'm going to be using today. It's just become my everyday palette, which I love. And on July 7th we are launching a new palette which will be called Smoke City, which I'll show you soon, and some new shadows, and these brushes will be launching soon as well. So we're just gonna layer the foundation to the consistency that I like. So this is probably not as full coverage as I normally use, but it's pretty good at the moment, especially through winter. It's probably a medium coverage, but I do find that it sits on my face quite nicely and it doesn't look cakey either. It sets in really nice. So make sure that you are blending it down the neck. At the moment I have no tan on, so I'm quite pale. So just if you do have a foundation that you probably use for your tan more than when you use no tan, make sure that you are blending it out seamlessly down the neck. Use your fingers. Oh, I burnt my finger the other night. It killed. Oh my goodness, it was stinging for like 2 hours, I reckon. I was in so much pain. Okay, so then we're going to go in with our concealer. This one is the Maybelline Superstay 24 Hour in the shade number 2, Light. So when I do this, I just like to start from the corner of my eye and do like a little, it's kind of a triangle, but not really. And then I like to bring it into the bridge of my nose, down to the corner of my nose, and sweep that out. Do the same with this side. Hopefully you can see this all really well. And then I like to just put a little bit down the chin, down the center of the nose, and then the forehead. Now I like to use my sponge, which is a little bit dirty at the moment, but just tapping that into the skin, helping it to blend seamlessly. I find that this concealer does dry quite fast, so you do have to make sure that you blend really quickly before you end up with like streaky lines. I also have a bit of a zit there, so we're going to try and hide the zit. So we're just going to take a little bit more, pop that right there. Okay, now we're going to go in with our Revlon Photo Ready pressed powder. It is in shade 20 light medium or pale win in a different language. And I'm just going to take this brush right here and tap into that, tap off the excess, and I'm actually just going to like press that into my skin. So just so you guys know, like when I get ready every day, I only have about not even 20 minutes to put makeup on my face, and so you're probably noticing that I'm like going really fast, but I'm just so used to putting my makeup on so quick because when I'm getting ready for work, I don't ever have time to just sit and relax and do my makeup. So I only take my time really when I'm doing events. Today is not one of them. So just put in a little bit of powder over the eyes as well, and then over the forehead. Now normally, look, I've done so many videos and I always do the eyes first. Today, this is just a bit different. I've kind of swapped a little bit because it's pretty natural look, so I don't really need the sharp lines or anything, but I can show you how to sharpen your lines out after you've done your foundation, so all your base. So there's no rules to makeup, like you do you, is all I can say. Do what you want, paint your face how you like. I think you can get away with doing anything if you have the confidence to pull it off, is all I can say. Okay, so now we are going to be using the Clara Cosmetics G Glow Bronzer. It's a nice little shimmery warm tone brown, same brush I go in with. And I just like to start like on top of the top of my cheekbone and the corner of my ear, and you kind of want to keep it in there, so it's not too high and not too low, and I kind of bring it down on an angle. I try and keep much product as I can towards the hairline, and bring that, blend it all in as low as we can. Just make sure that like both your sides of your face sits even, so you don't have like bronzer higher than the other, making sure that it's all blended evenly. Okay, then I'm just going to pop a little bit in the corners of my forehead, right in that hairline. And then lastly, I like to just pop it under my jawline. This just helps to really define your jaw a little bit if you like that look. If you're wondering where my earrings from, they are from Indifferent Avocado. Go check them out. They have the cutest acrylic earrings. They're so cool. They've got like chunks of glitter in them. I just love them so much. They go with anything. They're amazing. Check them out. I'll link them below. Okay, so now we're going to go into our highlighter. Now I have been using this one by Model Co. It's in the shade Moonshine. I really love it, but I've just recently brought out two of my highlighter palettes. They'll be launching soon as well. So you've got two 4-pan palettes. This one here has got some 4 really nice shades. They're really pigmented. This is the palette that I'll probably be using. This is the second one right here, if you can see that. I hope I'm showing. And it's just more like a lighter shade palette. Here's the... where I put it. So we're going to be using this palette. Oh no. Guaranteed, every time I do my makeup tutorial, I either break something, ruin something, or drop stuff, or lose it. And I just shoved my finger in that palette. So we are actually going to be using this one right here. I'm going to be using this brush, which might also be launching soon. A few little exciting things coming to Lou Cosmetics soon. So I'm just going to be spritzing that with my Australis Finishing Spray. This one is Makeup Finishing Spritz Matte. Sets makeup for all day wear. This just helps to foil that a little bit, so just give it a little bit of a spritz, and then I just like to tap off like any excess there. So then we can go in with this one right here. And with your highlighter, you always just want to pop it on like the highest point of your cheekbones, or when you look wherever the sun shines, that's where it's going to, where the light hits basically. So for here, for mine, you can kind of tell already where the light kind of hits. So just a little bit here. Oh, I love that. And then a little bit right there. Just with a really light touch. You can kind of blend it in a little bit. Create a little C. You can tap your finger in and just blend it out. You really just don't want these two lines. You really want it to be seamlessly blended into your bronzer. And then I'm going to pop a little bit just on the tip of my nose, and then over the bridge of my mouth, and just a little bit right here. And just blending the excess of that out with my finger. Okay, so now we're going to go get into the eyes. So I'm going to show you first of all my two palettes, and then I'm going to show you the colours that I'm using. So I'm just going to show you my new one to start off with first. So it is called Smoke City. It is a 9-pan smoky palette. It's a little bit dirty because I've been using it. It's my tester one, so sorry in advance. But yes, it is a 9-palette smoky palette, and it has, you can do so many different smoky looks with it. That's the goal. So if you look at it and go, how am I supposed to do an everyday makeup look with that? Like, what am I going to do? It's really just, you can do so many different smoky looks. So this is it right here. So you have a khaki green, you've got a navy blue, a deep shimmery purple, you've got two bronzers here. Obviously you've got a black, and that one's like a warm reddy tone, and then you've got your two neutral browns. So you could do a khaki green smoky eye, which I did the other day and I loved it. You can do a navy blue smoky eye, and you can blend it out with your browns. You could do a black and smoke it out with a red. You could do a purple, anything. Like, you can do your bronze look. I just really like this palette because you can do so many different looks with it. You can take it everywhere with you. You can go from day to night, like you can keep it light, smoke it out, go darker for night time. So this one will be dropping on July 7th. And this is my baby. This is my first one. This one's just called the Lou palette. So it's a 12-pan palette, and it's got lots of nice, so some of them are satin finish, metallic finish, a matte finish and a shimmer finish. So yeah, this one is really beautiful. So we're going to be using basically this colour, just this colour right here. It is one of my favourite shades in this palette, and yeah, I use this one for every day. I've got another palette which is a lot dirtier and it's like hit pan already. So basically what we're going to do is just start with a little bit of concealer on the eyes, just so your shadow has something to stick onto. My booty blender. Just gonna blend that out with my beauty blender. Guys, I'm thinking of bringing Afterpay to my store too, so like comment below if you use Afterpay a lot. I just want to know if it's worth it because they do charge you to use it, so I don't want to use it and no one use it, so okay, so we're going to go in with this shade right here with just a flat, I'm going to be using just this flat brush here. We're going to spritz it with a little bit of setting spray just so it really picks up that colour a little bit more, and we're going to tap it right in and just apply it onto the lid. Going to pat that in. So if you want maximum pigmentation with any eyeshadow, I really strongly suggest that one, you use a concealer as a base or an eyeshadow primer, anything like that. And then I suggest that you wet your brush with some setting spray because it's really just going to help it stick. And also when applying the shadow, don't swipe. If you want to get more pigmentation, just pat it on because you're actually building it up in one section. With my eye, I have a bit of a hooded eye. You can see that I have like a crease through there. Nothing I can do about it. It's how I was born. I'm not going to try and change it, hide it. But what I'm going to do, so to find your crease, like get a brush and find where your brow bone sinks into your eye. So basically like your eye socket. That is where your crease is, so that's where you kind of don't want to bring the product any higher than that. So just follow that shape of your eye. And yes, this looks super messy right now, but I promise you it won't for long. Okay, so now that I look like I've just painted makeup on my face, I'm going to use a fluffy blending brush and we're going to blend that out basically. So I'm just going to tap in a little bit more, not too much, tap off a lot of the excess, and basically I'm just blending with a really soft hand all of this makeup, all of the eyeshadow, like the edges, blending up and out, and just with a really super light hand so you can really blend that out. I don't know if you can hear the dogs in the background, but we've got two of the puppies outside at the moment and 2 potty lamps, and they're barking at the potties. Hashtag farm life. And then I'm just going to use my finger and kind of like clean that edge up a little bit. I'm going to the other side, so with a super light hand, there's already a fair bit of product here, so we're just going to blend that out. One thing that I really suggest to not do also is just moving my brows, so it made me thought of it. When you do your eyeshadow, don't lift your brow up so high, because when you relax your face, you're actually not going to have your brow, like, your brows just sit like that normally. So I just suggest, if you want to, like, if you need to get maximum, just like point your head, your chin up and look down, and that way you can get a better view of what's happening. I'm just going to pop a little bit more on this eye, just really gently, super soft hand. Okay, so we're going to go back in with our palette. What palette? Our highlighter palette. We're going to go back in with the shade that we used, and we're just going to pop a little bit using this little pointy brush, just a little bit on the brow bone right here. No guys, I haven't done my brows yet either. I always do them last because I'm a weirdo. Okay, so I'm just going to be using this little brush right here. It's like a real dense, short brush. I don't really know what to call it. It doesn't have a name. So we're just going to use the same colour, and we're just going to tap off any excess, and we're actually just going to blend that on the bottom lash line. You can make this as smoky or as defined as you like. I kind of like it to look a little bit more smoky, keep it a bit more natural. Making sure that the corner where you did your outside joints, okay, we're going to use our highlighter palette once more, and we're just going to apply a little bit of that highlighter in the inner corner, right there. So that's my eyeshadow done. So lastly, we're just going to finish off with some brows. Super quick, really simple. So first of all, we're going to take, it is the Pony Cosmetics Brow Magic Brow Pencil. This brow pencil is one shade suits all. It actually has biotin in it, which also helps to promote hair growth. So if you fill your brows in every day and you try and grow hairs, then this will be a really good product just to use to try and help encourage that. So basically, I just like to brush my brows so they're not all over the place. So as you can probably see, I have quite a dark, bold, thick brow already. So there's not a lot that I need to do with my brows. I kind of just like to define them a little bit more. I'm trying to grow them a little bit fuller at the moment because I kind of want them a bit thicker, so I don't have to do too much to them. but this brow sits higher than this one, so the goal is to just make sure that they're sitting even. So when you're filling in your brows, you want them to start with the bridge of your nose, but realistically, if you don't grow hair there, then don't put a lot of product in there, because you're gonna see that, like, as you can see with my brow, I don't know if you can see, but there's not a lot of hair here, and that's because they used to get waxed all the time to the corners of my nose. And when I started my job at Bractua, my boss just helped me to learn a little bit more, and I've upgraded my skills, and yeah, I know a lot more about brows than what I did 2 years ago. So now we want to bring them into the bridge of the nose instead of outside, because if my brow started here and it finished here, there's just not a lot. So basically, to start off with, I like to just fill in the top of my arch up here. So just little strokes. And then I like to give it a bit of a round. Fill in my tail. Now I like to extend my tail a little bit. Just remembering that pencils, because I just did break, just remember that pencils are a little bit more brittle than like a powder or a pomade, because too much pressure you can actually snap. So there's a one corner done. Now I just like to kind of like draw a little faint line underneath. And then I like to draw little hair strokes through the front. And then we have, so same with this one. This one actually, it kind of like cuts off the arch here a little bit more than what I like, so I just like to go in from, as you can see, it's quite full here, so I just like to extend that up a little bit. And this tail basically doesn't exist, so kind of have to draw that tail in. So guys, brows are sisters, not twins, but they shouldn't be distant cousins either. Now you can go in, a lot of makeup artists like to do the brows first and then they go in and define them with concealer. I personally kind of like that more natural look. I really don't think that you need your brows super thick and painted on, because your brows are a natural feature on your face and they actually help to just define your face, so I don't really feel like you need to overdo them. Keep them quite natural. I really like that real natural bushy look at the moment, but just making sure that like it all blends out really well. I'm just going to go in with a little bit of mascara also, just to finish it off. I actually haven't really been wearing mascara. I really don't actually really want to put mascara on, but I will for the video. Just a little bit, not a lot. But we're just going to be using Scandalise by Grwm. It's almost empty. I have been using the Pony Cosmetics White Night Mascara. It is my favourite mascara, but it's empty, so I need to get a new one. Basically, just going to apply a little bit. I don't really want a lot. I'm trying to just give my lashes a break from mascara. finish off with the lips now. So this is one of my own lip pencils and it will be launching very soon as well. So this one is in the shade 1005. It's just a really natural pale pink. I don't know if you can see that. But with this look, I just like to really keep my lips really nude at the moment. So I'm just gonna draw my lips on. So we have our very soft pink on, and we're going to pop on a lip balm over the top. These are really creamy, they're really nice, like they're not super dry or anything, they're really creamy lip liners. But another little plug. So these are Honey Bumble lip balms. They're so beautiful, they smell amazing, they're cruelty-free, vegan, homemade, they're amazing. She has so many different flavours. My best friend, Michaela, she was on the, we did the 5-minute makeup challenge together, go check it out. So she has so many different flavours, they're really affordable, they smell amazing, they feel great on your lips. She gave me one last night which is choc mint, and holy dooly, it smells like a chocolate choc mint. Like, it reminds me of those, it reminds me of choc mint ice cream, actually, mint chocolate ice cream. That's what it reminds me of. So I'm just going to pop a little bit of that on. The ingredients in it is beeswax, coconut oil, shea butter and flavours. So just applying a little bit of that on my lips. I think it's really important to keep up as much moisture as you can on your lips and on your face during winter, because the air really just dries everything out. So really make sure that you are keeping as much moisture in your face as possible. And now we are going to finish with our makeup finishing spritz spray by Australis. It's just going to really help to set and melt everything into place. So. Hope you enjoyed this video. I really hope that you go and check out Loop Cosmetics, Indifferent Avocado and Honey Bumble. Check out their products. I'm such a big advocate for promoting other people and supporting women in business. I think it's so great. Or even men, if you are starting a home business, DIY business, anything like that. Like, I just encourage everyone to support everyone around them, especially in small towns, in small communities. Really encourage and support your businesses, because without them, well, what are you going to do? You don't get cute earrings and cute makeup and really good quality lip balms. So yeah, go and check them out. Hope you have a great day, guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.